Hey guys, my name is Matthew Unapon. First, I would like to thank you guys for all making it out to Tyler's memorial. I know he's just upstairs watching us as we all take turns sharing good memories of him. And then of course afterwards just going back to the library and hitting the books with on classics, what he was really passionate about. Actually, I got this tie in memory of him. It has a little horse right here. I thought of the Romans and the Greeks, and when I saw them. And so yeah, I guess I should probably introduce myself. I went through Greenhill, Forever Club and everything. Graduated 2007. I knew Tyler, I guess, first in middle school, like 5th or 6th grade, but I didn't really get to know him until 8th grade through Science Olympiad. And so yeah, Tyler, he was one of my best buds. I actually thought he might be my best man when I got married and when I would get married, and as long as he didn't embarrass me and stuff. And so I guess what I really want to do during this time, while I get a chance to talk about him, is two things. Firstly, just for those in the audience that didn't really get a chance to know him as well, just talk about a few things that hopefully describe traits that I thought made him really special. And number two, really just sort of talk about how we can all sort of have him live through us. So first, what Tyler was like. Well, let's see. I first heard about Tyler in the middle school. I was really into these thing called Pokemon cards. Essentially these little creatures that could fight each other. And Tyler was sort of known in the middle school as the go-to guy to get your fix on Pokemon knowledge. You could cite any Pokemon you wanted, and he would know the stats behind it, like how much hit points the Pokemon could take, what attacks it could do, the names of the attacks, the history of the Pokemon. And anytime you asked him sort of this information, he would always include at the end like whatever thoughts and opinions he had on the Pokemon that he thought you should know. And I know it's like sort of a childish example, but it just sort of demonstrated his intensity, his passion. Intensity is a word you'll probably hear me say quite a bit about him. And I mean, it started off young like that. Later in middle school, he developed interest in classics, Latin, Romans, Greeks, psychology, philosophy, and if you knew him, he would go to the libraries and just really, that was his second home probably. He just devour himself in like whatever books he could grab his hands on. But not only that, take a ton of notes in these journals he would always keep, all handwritten of course, of every book that he's read, anything interesting, etc. I guess through those and it didn't stop there actually. I mean, even things like bodybuilding, he knew it wasn't just a matter of going to the gym and hitting the weights. It was also about like eating the right foods and getting no sleep. And I mean, he would eat what, like 18 eggs per day, a gallon of milk. Like he really took it with great intensity. And I guess the similarities between all of those three stories is sort of the passion, the obsession, the intensity, almost what people might call like crazy. All of those attitudes that he had when he found something he really liked. And I guess it was really interesting because growing up with him, I never really thought too much of I really didn't think too much about how intense he would take it, like for example, the studying the books at the libraries. But after going through college, I went to MIT, a place where you see like a lot of passion stuff. I realized like the level of passion, the level of intensity that Tyler took to it was like something that was even quite rare at a place that I went to. And I mean, Tyler was already becoming a scholar when he was in middle school, probably even before that. And it's just it's really cool. When he was at a sort of an age where when others were sort of exploring sports and alcohol and etc., like he was like in the library exploring the wealth of knowledge it had to offer. So I guess those are the qualities I will always remember Tyler for. And I mean, of course, he was one of the most sincere guys I ever knew. Like to friends, to strangers. He was a real brother. And so the second thing I really wanted to talk about was like how we could all sort of have him live through us, sort of like continue remembering him and stuff. And I think the best way, because actually let me step back and sort of explain this what I've been thinking about and stuff. And so if you take this sort of universe of people, obviously there's like infinite number of personalities, but if you look at this infinite number of personalities, there's a set of people who we would describe as like ambitious. Those are the ones who have like the thoughts of whatever grandiose ideas they might and like really strive for it. But then you realize in that set of ambitious people you have a subset of people, like people who really get things done and know how to like really how to strive and deliver what they want. And then even in that subset of people, you realize there's another set of people who sort of deliver things so well, and work so intensely that they inspire other people around them. And I really feel like Tyler fell into that category. He really had the confidence to sort of explore things that mattered most to him, even if it wasn't like a common field of interest for others. He had the confidence to really study it as much as he could, and I mean obviously he was pretty successful at it. I mean, as a sophomore in college, his professors are already talking about the possibility of publishing his works. By his senior year in college, hearing from admissions officers from Princeton saying like he was one of their top choices or one of their top interests, and then later finding out that he got into Brown, Princeton, Berkeley. I wish he was here. He was on the path to do like really cool things. I guess the whole point of telling that thing about like intensity and people like inspiring others and stuff, I guess what we should remember is, or I guess like a great way to remember Tyler would be like whenever you think of the word intensity, and to really think about him and think about how he really took on his passions, and I think from that, just remembering and trying to actually work as vigorous as he did with his passions, I think we'll all realize that whatever you make from that will be so high quality, such of high quality that it really impacts the people around you directly or indirectly. Tyler would have really liked that. And so Leslie, you've got so many things coming up, going for you. About to graduate from Green Hill, about to step into college, which I can guarantee you is a completely different world. I guess just know that Tyler, he was I mean, he was always there for you, and he still will be there for you. I think whatever you see in college, just try to use it as a time to like really explore, and try and find your passion, just like your brother did, and really like once you find something, like really run with it, and really just be as ambitious, as creative, and as intense as your brother did. And Tyler, man, I laugh because just, I'm gonna miss you, dude. Like, jeez. I promise I. Shit, I don't understand. I promise I won't ever forget like all of our good memories. The Science Olympiad trips, the joy rides in the cars, the walks across the city like at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., just talking about random things. All of the times you've helped me. SAT verbal tutoring, Latin tutoring, essay editing, all of the books you gave to me over the years, just like random philosophy, psychology, bodybuilding, things that you really cared about and really wanted me to learn from as well. I feel like this is like my last chance to really get to talk to you, and but that's not true. Dude, I won't ever forget our memories, our fun times together, and I really love you, man. I really do. So wherever you are, man, just rest in peace, and rest in peace, dude.